You probably see this video before. If a grain of rice is 100K, here is a million, then a billion. Then there's net worth of Jeff Bezos. But what if I tell you in 2020, government gave out about 5 Jeff Bezos worth amount of money to the society in pure cash? You may have lots of questions in your head. Where this money come from? How did they distribute it to individual? Why someone get a bigger portion than others? Some people may answer the question and say, oh, this is easy peasy, right? Because a certain skill is more rare than others. But if you look into the real life, you will find that argument is not making sense whatsoever. For example, recently, the UPS delivery driver earned about the same as average 10-year professors. The skill to do this career is easy to understand which one is harder, which one is easy. But why they get paid the same? In this video, I want to answer the question, how society distribute money to individuals like you and me, and how can we get a bigger slice of pie perhaps. But before I jump in to specifics, I want to make a disclaimer. This video is not political whatsoever. It's just my finding based on macroeconomic to individual. We want to get more money in this distribution process of society wealth. We really need to ask one question is, what does society need? As individual, what we need is easy and understandable. It's numbers. Numbers of money, numbers on your bank accounts, and that directly decide how rich you are. Are you above average or below? But as a nation or a society, number amount is no longer important. For example, in Zimbabwe's their own money, you will see a cash amount $1 million. But the purchase power is, of course, not worth the same of €1 million or $1 million USD. So if number is not what government and the society care about, what is the key indicator they focus on? The answer is efficiency. Imagine if we live 5,000 years ago. There's 2 people, one named Jack. He can make 1 set of clothes a day. And then there's Sarah, can hunt 1 deer a day. They enjoy their own efforts. But if both of them are rational people and they trust each other, what they do is they're gonna trade with each other. The benefit of trading is not just stop at I can have clothes to wear and food to eat in the same time. The deeper reason why trading is so beneficial is people can focus on one specific skills and they can get better at it. Slowly, Jack understands all the materials and pattern cutting, and they can make 2 sets of clothes a day. Same does Sarah. She understands the habitual of the deer, where they normally drink water. Found 2 deer within a day. In economic, we call this divide of labors. And divide of labor is literally everywhere. Just like you need to pick a career in college, you need to pick a major. Everybody have their own specific focus. But when society develops more and more, they run into an issue. We have so many multiple needs. Besides the shelter, the food, the wear, we want a better furniture, we want a better quality of food, we want a chef. All these needs request specific people to focus on these specific problems. But if you listen attentively earlier, you will know the condition we need is trust. How would I know if I trade with you, you're just gonna scan my product away? And of course, skip all the economic history and the currency developments. In future, we make probably another video about it. Until today, the answer is clear. The ultimate answer that nowadays government find, how can we build a such global trust between everybody, is first, we need a strong enough government to enforce a strong enough policy. Just like when you get your paycheck from your boss, you wouldn't have to worry, what if the corner store owner would not take this USD? If the corner store said, no, I don't sell it to you, this money, I don't take it, he may get put into jail if that's the case. And within this strong policy, there's a tool that government utilize called money. That's the basic form of trust. That's the reason why when you have a dollar bill, you look at it, it's called banknote. Note in Old British means debt. Is I owe you this. If you take this cash and spend other places, it have my backup on it. Let's move our eye back to individuals. Sarah, not satisfied with one day hunting 2 deer. He wanted one day hunt 4. What she do is she will go to school and pick a major called deer hunting. And slowly her skill getting better. Without consider supply and demand, immediately her efficient contributions to the society become a double amount. In the same time, through the money and the government system, she can earn herself a better life. This efficiency model was probably 80% people out there use. They're earning hourly rate, they're earning yearly salary. The more effort they put in, the more money they earn. But what most people do, this efficiency model, have zero difference than 5,000 years ago, what Jack and Sarah did. And in society and the government's eye, this is lowest efficiency an individual can contribute. The reason why is the exception we mentioned earlier, is if we do not consider supply and demand. If a job can earn a lot of money, everybody will jump into the same opportunities until there's no more profit can be generated. For example, I know an entrepreneur myself. He is operating a lobster business. He was telling me that in the beginning, lobster business is really profitable. And just imagine how expensive is lobster in a restaurant. But nowadays, they request upon millions and millions capital in the ahead before you're doing the business. And their profit margin is being lowered to about 5 to 3%. And requires a lot of time, leverage of money, and a leverage of humans. Same thing apply to you guys. If you remember when you're back to college, or you're in college right now, everyone you see in your classroom, they are making your skill less rare, which means your pay in future will be less and less. In the same time, you're not just compete with other people doing the same occupations. You're also compete with other majors people. For example, marketer. In the beginning, the people who do marketing is marketer majors. But slowly, the people who do psychology major also can go marketing. People do big data also go into marketing. People who doing computer science also is jumping into the same field. You're competing with everybody in the same time. Whoever the most efficient will earn this money. But who can decide who is more efficient? For example, a piece of clothes. Someone think look is the most important. Some people think quality is most important. Some people think cover yourself, the warmth, or is breezy in the summer is most important. The efficiency not decided by personal opinion, but decided by a public vote. What does people vote for efficiency? Who is better efficient with their own money? Within the same efficient, this low efficient model, people try to conquer this fatal flaw, the supply and demand. And their idea is if only I can do this job, no other supplier can supply the same product. Probably I can earn way more money with my hourly rate. That's the reason why we see UPS in the beginning. They join a union to kick out other drivers so we can enjoy this premium with no competitions. Or in another form, lots of bigger companies, especially in pharmaceutical, they invent a new medicine. And what they do is they will get a patent on it. So no other medicine manufacturer can make the same like I do. I'm killing the other supplier. But within the same efficient model, there's no marginally improvement. So people slowly even transform the basic model they're utilizing. Most people, for example, a piano teacher, they sell their time once. They have a one-on-one courses. I teach your kid for an hour of piano. You pay me $40. But slowly they realize, what if I can sell my 1 hour of effort multiple times? Instead of one kid, I teach 10 kids in the same time. My earning immediately become tenfold. But slowly, you become a better and better teacher. Tenfold is not enough for you to sustain the life you want to be. So what you do is you build a whole piano teaching platform. They gave some free courses on there. If you want to learn the essential path, the most important skill that you know, you have to pay for my courses. And you build the whole courses for about 6 months. Suddenly, that 6-month effort can sell as many as possible as long as there is a demand. And this is what people are talking about ultimately called passive income. It's an income even when you sleep. After this effort, you still can earn this premium. And right now, if you look all the high-paying job, there are essentially is in this business model. For example, coders. If they build a certain platform, for example, I build Instagram, I don't need to rebuild the same program every time there are new users log in. They can use the old program I write before. Or influencers, YouTubers, or film, movies. You take 10 months to film a movies, and every new viewers that pay you money don't request you refilm everything all over again. This is a new way to be efficiency in society's eye. And of course, in the circulation of the money, they scratch more of the wealth into their own pockets. And economic even gave there a new term called the marginal cost, extremely close to zero. That's why you see in lots of countries, the richest people in certain time will be writer. For example, the author of Harry Potter used to be the richest people in UK. Why? It's because when she write Harry Potter, every new Harry Potter was sold. She don't have to do any effort. And meanwhile, the empty spare time she has, she can write new book after that. Slowly, my effort once can sell multiple times. It's not satisfied for some people. Then we will see the ultimate efficiency model that society ever witnessed. It is called buying other people's time and sell their efforts. Suddenly, there's a group of people called entrepreneurs. They have this ability. They see 1 + 1 more than 2. For example, they see a product manager can generate 100K on their own every year. They see a programmer can generate 100K worth of value every year. When you put these two people together and all three of us create a company, suddenly we can generate $1 million revenue. That's what I mean by 1 + 1 more than 2. For this entrepreneur, it no longer requires his effort to create the book, to create the code, to teach the piano lesson. He can hire people for it and selling their effort and have a piece of the pie. Of course, in the real world, it's not that easy to do, but still in overall macroeconomic, in society's eye, this is the ultimate efficiency. If you study about macroeconomic, business, there's so many statistics, there's so many measurement and standard for business because they are the main contributor for our country, basically. Whatever just talking about was in theory, but if you come to the real world to see all those top-notch companies, they have all three improvement of efficiency model. First, all of them have IP or patent that no other people can compete. Second, they create a product that in future they can sell the effort for multiple times. Third, all the top-notch companies are buying people's time and selling their effort. That's the reason why 5 amount of Jeff Bezos' money is distributed in society. Why the rich people getting more rich and the average people still left behind. And from this step-by-step, more and more efficient model, and you can see a clear path for individual to know if I want to earn more during this society distribution, what should I do? And here's a little practical hacks for you when doing the research of this video that I come up with. Most people, they're working for hourly rate or yearly salary, and they're earning their money once because they're selling their time. But there's a tricks that you can immediately double. Is not just working for your boss, also treat this job serious enough to become an opportunity for you to improve. And suddenly you are earning double amount with the same hour you put in. And that's all for today's video. And I put lots of effort into this video. Hope you guys learn a lot. And my name is Paul. I see you next time. Bye.